Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team. Brandon Godden.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
On second down, Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Oliver. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession. No turn.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on, long way to go in this one.
That good for 22 and a first down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0.
Ready? 10-2 start. 54. So we got man. Kill.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Oliver. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here comes Grant on the return. Kansas City touchdown.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for
Jonah, 15 line. 15 line. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's get it. Go.
On 1st down, Oliver. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Yeah, a few times he's even... And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers, because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. Teddy Bridgewater, an early touchdown pass in that one. They'll run on 1st down. It's Wagner. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, looking pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
This time, Jackson will throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
57 to Mike. 57.
To throw again. Jackson dancing to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And back at the 8 now, 3rd and goal.
Check pass, check pass.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Deep grip.
Off play action. Oliver nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They run the counter. Wagner, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes... This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Complete to Dorsett. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
Check. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. And they were right in that gray area on the edge of long field goal range, maybe too short to punt it. So the defense probably was expecting this was a possibility.
They should have been, and in most cases, what you do on defense is you go to what they call punt safe. In other words, you leave your defense on the field, prepare for them to possibly go for it, and then you just have a little bit different responsibilities. You're not really trying to get a big return. You just want to make sure you get the ball back. But they fell asleep at the switch.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They come out here in the eye. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that's incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Looking to throw. Oliver. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, I'm coming.
2nd and 3. It's complete to Snead. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Back to throw. Oliver. This one complete to Ingram. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Returnable for Grant. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check 2. Check 24. Check 24.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there at a Kansas City 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Completes it to Hardman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to it.
And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson, wide open receiver, complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
From the gun on 3rd down, Oliver. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
This is taken at the 18. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
4th down, here's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On the draw, this is Ingram. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. Let's go.
On first down, it's Ingram. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To throw on 2nd down, Oliver. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 49. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Parker, the intended target. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. A nice throw there by the... They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
This is Richard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On 3rd down, Oliver got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 98 yards, as his guys can...
Set. 15 line. 15 line. Get it. Come.
On 1st and 10, Oliver. They go screen. This is Ingram. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. He's got Jack Doyle. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Open man is Anderson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Operating from the gun, Oliver. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
Yeah, they should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
60 yards. Watch 54. Watch 54. Push him.
Throwing on 1st down. Oliver. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. To throw again. Oliver. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Owasor in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. And the Titans really stretching things out now as they've scored again. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Jackson now going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner, 100 yards or more.
And look at this, another fake. The fake punt gets them 10, and that changes things as they've got a 1st down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Breaks free again. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the 1st down play.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jackson.
And this offense,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now it's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
A good run that time. They couldn't close him down, and now 9 yards makes for a... And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late.
Let's go. 18 Gators. 54. I got him. Get it.
On first down, Oliver. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Snap.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Kansas City, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Miami, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.